Hello, this is Detective Olive office.
Hello, Mrs. Elsa. This is Police Officer Crystal from Police Precinct 21. Sorry to bother you so late in the evening, but can I speak to Detective Olive, please?
Detective Olive, Police Officer Crystal wants to talk to you.
Okay, transfer the call to my office, please. Hello, my friend. What's the matter and how can I help you tonight? Cargo Flight 4078 crashed in Malibu next to the Pacific Coast Highway. We need your assistance as soon as possible. Okay, I am leaving right now and I will be there as soon as I can.
How did this happen? Why did this happen?
Ma'am, we don't know yet. Everything is still under investigation. Mrs. Anna, do you know why the cargo plane departed so late in the evening?
The company called my husband late in the afternoon and asked him to transport medical goods to Flagstaff, Arizona as soon as possible. My husband is one of the most experienced pilots in his company, so every time they have an emergency, it is usual for him to report to his base and do the emergency flying.
Mrs. Anna, do you know how many pilots were in that plane?
I believe there were 2 pilots, my husband and his co-pilot Pabby. Does that mean the 2 of them were killed in that crash?
I believe that they were killed instantaneously.
How could this have possibly happened? It could have been someone from the other plane company that sabotaged that flight. Due to the poor service, the other cargo company had lost the opportunities to deliver these emergency goods.
Maybe you are right, Mrs. Anna, but let's check if they find a flight recorder. We can then have more information and ask more questions. Detective Olive, the firefighters found the flight recorder. We can now examine it. Okay, let's go to the airport control tower to examine the flight recorder of Flight 4078 and we try to find out if there was any issue with the cargo airplane.
Fuel pump error. Fuel pump error.
Was there anything wrong with the engine or the plane before it took off? I had checked everything at 8:30 p.m. It was been my daily routine for the last 10 years. I checked the engines to see if they work properly, if all the screws are tightened correctly. Here are my reports from yesterday's examination of the plane. According to my report, I didn't find anything wrong with the plane, and I did that report twice, so I recommend the plane was ready to take off. Okay, thank you. It makes me wonder why Duke didn't fill out today's report just yesterday's. We can add that to our notes. Was there anything wrong before the plane took off? No. When I was fueling the plane at 8:20 p.m., I checked the fuel tank's conditions. I was looking for any types of leaks from the tanks and I didn't notice anything wrong. I confirmed the fuel type to make sure it's the same we used for the past 5 years. Here's my report from the inspection and my confirmation the plane was ready to take off. Okay, thank you. Do you think he is telling us the truth? That he really did check everything? After all, Duke didn't have time to do his report, but Agner did? Was there anything wrong before the plane took off? I was loading the airplane with the cargo at 8 p.m. There was a lot of packages to be loaded. I was so occupied with my job that I did not notice if there were any damages or anything wrong with the plane before it took off. I didn't have enough room for all those goods: mask, hand sanitizer, toilet paper. I put them all over the place. I put some boxes with the mask in the back of the airplane and some boxes with the hand sanitizer in the middle of the airplane. The plane was so full there was no more room for even a paper clip. But I knew that everything must be loaded. The items were very urgent that the customer waited for them in Arizona. Here are my reports from today, and if you want, you can take a look at them. Okay, thank you. They don't have to build this cargo any special way. They just pile it wherever they have space. I guess not. Maybe this is what contributed to the crash. Hello, Hans. I would like to ask you a question. Did you know if anything was wrong with the plane before the flight took off? I had supplied the plane with food at 8:45 p.m. There wasn't enough room in the cabin, so I loaded some of the food in the middle of the airplane and some to the side of the cargo area. There were also some extra boxes with goods, but I don't know what was in them because I didn't have enough time to check. I was already running late, so I had to do everything quickly. But everything fit perfectly and I didn't notice any problems. Here's my report from yesterday. I was too busy to do today's report, but if you look at yesterday's report, you can see what today's is supposed to look like. They all have alibis. No, I don't think that is true. What do you mean? You listened and heard the same things as I did. Duke checked everything and said it was good. Agner filled up the plane and didn't notice anything suspicious. Oaken loaded all the cargo until the plane was full, and Hans supplied the food and then added more cargo. Am I missing something? Yes, you just said it yourself. Think, Christoph, you have the answer in front of you.